They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 I'm in a hell of a hole. Was never expected to grow. Just obstacle sat in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. The claim that I'm lazy be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Von Dale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Clap it up. All right, welcome to another episode of the Conflict Zone. You know, where we look at the various conflicts, especially in these days where we have conflicts for our people. You know, just heightening more and more. You know. So This week now we're looking at Trump again, where they threatened the Caribbean or CARICOM to stop taking nurses and doctors from Cuba, medical professionals from Cuba, are then going blacklist we and stop issuing visa. But it's just another work of the devil. That's why you call them who run them things, who run the states and who add us in oppression. You call them the devil. Why them don't like Cuba? All because America was the country who had Cuba. Cuba was a colony of the Americans, and Fidel Castro took it away. White man don't think him should lose anything, And they have been whining about it ever since. They tried to take it back at the Bay of Pigs. I don't remember what year. Castro bought with them and the Bay of Pigs as well. Send them back to the States. And they have been crying like a baby ever since. Talk about well, them say when Fidel was alive, say that he used to. Well, Fidel is a man like this. If your country is in distress, he will come to your aid. No, they didn't come up with state sponsoring of terrorism yet, but they had him in the same light. That he's sponsoring these things as a state. So they blacklist him from there. We used to get the impression that Cuba was blacklisted because they were communists. Communism fell a long time. Long time communists fell. Cuba can't even afford to keep their lights on now. And yet still they are pressuring Cuba. And plus Fidel dead, gone long time. And they still want to hold up the pressure. They're still pressuring our brother, Manasseh. The Cubans are the Manassites. They're from the tribe of Manasseh, one of God's chosen people, the Israelites. Who is not? Same people who is pressuring them, who has become the oppressor or our oppressor. Telling us when we were about to die off in the Caribbean here from COVID, it was the Cubans who came to our aid, Yeah. We got Cuban doctors and nurses to give us aid. As a matter of fact, we have been getting help from them from long before that. But the new argument that they're using now is that the new argument they're using now against the Cuban is they are, how they put it, the doctors and nurses are being sent out to work. It's like they are sending them out to work against them will. Because they are not being paid directly. That's what the Americans are saying, that they are not being paid directly. The money goes to the state of Cuba, and then the Cubans now, the state, the Cuban government, that's a big income earner for them. Well, the thing is this: if you depend on the sunlight to grow your food, and for some reason somebody is able to put a shade over your land, you can't get the sunlight to grow your food, you're going to find another way to survive, That's basically what the Cubans are doing, surviving. you know, to the man's side, I just say, you know, just be strong, hold on. Redemption is there for you. There is none for him, the oppressor. There's no redemption for him. And we're going into that, you know. First thing we want to look at is, oh, hey, shalom, sir.
Yes, on Jokta, ça va,
Yamashim Rakata.
everything.
Good, you know. Trump still won't behave himself, you know. Every week he might get with trouble.
You ever see a team beast?
Every week he might get with trouble, man.
Mm,
All right, so
mm.
before we jump in the article, you know, you have anything to say? Any intro?
Right, again, coming up on the Passover, right, April 12th, Atlanta, Georgia, place to be. Again, Commander General YAHANNA, I've been doing this 56 years now, and brothers and sisters, they're coming out from all, as you say, all four corners of the earth, and gathering ourselves together in that right spirit, just as, the scriptures say that we rehearse the righteous acts, right? And we do just like was taught to us by our forefathers. So, don't know, Atlanta, Georgia is the place to be, right?
All right. And we continue to celebrate the feast of our Lord, you know,
Mm,
just
that's
like he
right.
said we should do. That's a double feast, Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Mm,
Right. So we get that kickoff in April, but you know, the oppressor trying to start a row. As a matter of fact,
mm,
let him start something fresh in our Middle East.
Yeah.
With the
Right,
with
right,
the
right.
Houthis in Yemen.
Remember that our bully is, Yeah, just like you say, you ever see a bully when I war? Remember we just talk about that yesterday. Or you ever see a bully when I war? You always picking fight all over the place, and
Yemen lick up
whoever.
Yemen lick up three of them warship already.
Hmm, hmm, yeah,
Like a poor country like
yeah.
Yemen, and you going jump down and knowing Donald Trump arrogance in him, not going back off of them.
No, he again. This is how a bully did. They always look to pick on somebody weak. Remember the scripture say that and all too. They always like to look for the old and feeble. Uh, he or that who he is. I'll say pick on somebody own size. Right.
Mm.
Your time, as you say it, that time, your time coming. Time coming.
But I mean, he may have the biggest baddest army in the world. If
Mm,
you want to pick on somebody film size, which army would I pick on? Him
mm,
bad on the Chinese
mm.
army and him. The younger thing is that maybe it's only Russia could test him.
Right now, he feel better than China. He feel Xi Jinping, and he feel better than Russia. All of them he feel better than. As I say, probably maybe know yeah wherever, but he's still using a measuring stick. You still put a measuring stick out to see well, hey,
Right?
yeah.
Because you know all the modern weapons of war, you know, him
Hmm,
hypersonic. Him not have that, you know.
hmm,
Yeah, him have some
yeah.
really he have
Hmm,
hypersonic jet that he can use to deploy weapons, but the hypersonic missile, him not gone there so yet. When him start
I
make,
say it,
if him reach the stage and start make lightning come down from the sky like Putin, then him bad.
I say he know where the beast up his sleeve. So he may be just watching and wherever it is, but you know, that way it is, that way it is, way it is.
Yeah. All right, we have some article, well, one main article to jump into, you know, from Miami Herald. And, you know, when they release it this morning, yeah, about 5:30, somewhere there about. Caribbean leaders push back on U.S. travel ban threats. Let me see how much we can increase this by. Increase it a little. Let that one work. This thing will trouble start coming on this thing now. All right, so
What I saying that I seen a next article here and all too. It say USA no travel ban list exists.
USA what?
That today was today's the 18th. Then
Yes,
line
today's the
a news
18th.
article. Yeah, line a news article down here. It say USA no travel ban list exists.
No travel ban exists.
List.
They don't exist. They don't.
Eh?
Repeat.
So it can't no
No
such.
travel ban.
No, it said USA no travel ban list exists. So it had no. So whoever coming up with that is like a is like a line. So
So it's not them put out
that
the list with the whole of countries.
let me read the article. This article here. I know. It say the United States say there is no list of a draft travel ban after some CARICOM countries had publicly called on Washington to confirm or deny such list exists. Right? Well, first of all, there is no list. What people are looking at over these last several days is not a list that exists here that is being acted on. There is a review, as we know, through the President's executive order for us to look at the nature of what's gonna help keep America safer when dealing with issues of visa and who's allowed into the country, said the U.S. Department of State spokesman Tommy Bruce. Right?
So they are saying that there's no list. There might
Let
not
me
be a list. What is a
let me
threat
share. Let me share.
for the Caribbean? It's a threat. They don't implement it yet.
Yeah, yeah. That exactly. So it's like it's still the still highlight certain um countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
So based on what the department looking at. Let me say, as we say in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey, let me show you how U.S. diplomacy work in the Caribbean.
mm,
When they wanted Dudus, you see,
mm,
in a period of time when them extradition papers came down to Jamaica for Dudus,
mm,
Jamaica was to get a U.S. ambassador to Jamaica.
mm,
They did not appoint any U.S. ambassador.
mm,
And people and the authorities keep on asking him if it's because they don't get Dudus as yet, why they're not sending an
mm,
ambassador. They said no,
mm,
there is no connection between. And this wasn't Trump. So them always said Trump lie. Trump is not the only one who is
mm.
lying. It's just that the other one, they maybe they're
Yeah,
not as barefaced as Trump, but they
yeah,
try to be
all of them.
diplomatic with it. And they say,
Mm,
no. There's no connection between you not getting an ambassador and that extradition paper. And it go on. Well, the incursion are going. They have to send in the military in Tivoli and so on. Is it the moment
mm,
do those hand over to them, then give you an ambassador?
mm. Yeah.
The very moment they got those, they appoint an ambassador.
Mm, mm, mm.
So they have some little subtle ways of being, what I call it now, it's like soft diplomacy,
Right.
right? So this now, the Caribbean leaders them now asking them for clarity, and then this was
Mm,
this morning, this published in their paper
mm,
in the U.S. from the Miami Herald, and this is what
mm,
it says: Caribbean leader push back on U.S. travel ban threat, ask Washington
mm,
for clarity. Now the one you read now, where obviously they respond to this now and say, well, there's no list. Yeah, we know there's no
mm,
list. It's a threat.
mm.
They don't act on it yet. It's a threat. So maybe they come up with it and say to see what the Caribbean will do. Well,
Remember, and all too is the same thing like with England introducing that whole visa policy as well too. That and all have a kind of kickback on it as well too. So
mm-hmm, right. So they have their little
because
soft way of
mm,
applying pressure.
and basically it is like they know where they want to fund, as I say, all the evil and all the wickedness. And the only way that they could push back or to draw out to get that funding is here because again you're running people their country and then as I say your quote unquote country, right? Where you over, where you say you're thinking and now you're implementing all these, measures, all these rules and again just like black people with as you say, with the hard themselves doesn't want to pay attention and listen. Scriptures warn me, say till we come out of it, but we now still thinking that we could still, join, be together, right? Even some of them prime ministers and them and all come out. And again, all of that, as I say, this whole thing is like Hollywood, as we just say. Only in the truth, you could see the Hollywood movie. Some of them coming out and say, well, you can take back your if it means to say you have to take back your visa, you can take back your visa. So that them don't want no sort of diplomacy, or ties. If certain things or stipulations being measured, especially with our them Cuban, them Cuban doctors, right? Because remember, basically, let me say the whole Caribbean, Cuba are doctors over the whole Caribbean. This
Yeah,
is how the, this is how they eat, and again, it shows you how spiritual, and we didn't even recognize that it's like family. So now, we now let's show you something because now remember Joseph and Benjamin, his brothers, right?
right.
And Joseph two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it come just like the let me say the big uncle or the uncle supporting them, and again the Caribbean, and like it's the natural, like you see me standing up, hey, we not giving in to that, we not giving in to that.
Right, right,
If it means the same, so it show you, and this is something that again only in truth in the ISUPK under Commanding General YAHANNA you could see this and understand this. So ain't nothing. This is we supporting we family, supporting we brothers, supporting the, as we say, our bloodline, right?
mm-hmm.
This is why now that tie is so strong. And I will say to break that now, you notice everybody, it stopped the whole Caribbean spirit because now again, the whole of the Caribbean have Cuban doctors, eh,
Right,
have Cuban doctors.
right.
Eh.
So lucky for me. And
Yeah, go ahead.
they all of them from the leaders. Well, but I hear much
Mm-hmm.
about Jamaicans, because Jamaicans are hypocritical party the power now, they normally they were Cuban friendly. But you
Yeah.
have a minister I felt now who is a little must be Cuban friendly now because that's what the Caribbean is pushing to.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
unblock, the Caribbean is saying,
Yeah.
well, if we have going to give you back your visa, you can take back your visa.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of money they're
Uh,
making out of visa application in the Caribbean, they don't want to lose that. Especially
mm-hmm.
in Jamaica, yeah. You know how much
Yeah.
money they make a month time in visa
Yeah.
application. The money that they make in
Yeah.
the Caribbean supposed to run. I am sure the money they make in the Caribbean run embassies elsewhere in the world.
Yeah. The answer, here is whether there's funnel and fund a lot of things. Because remember now, it not just only that. Because now remember now all the, let me say the infrastructure, all the foreign based companies, oil and gas, whatever sector, it would always it would be established, within the zone. So that funding that coming out of here, ain't no joke. And as you
Yeah.
say, the people them that, as you say, them them heathen, and them who, as you say, who dress up like, as you say, like wolf in sheep clothing in offices. You wouldn't hear that coming from them more. You see, like, as you say, the tribe of Benjamin, that direct, as you say, the blacks, you will hear that these certain things come. Hey, now we don't want that. If all it mean a pushback, as you say, them Uncle Tom, some of them Uncle Tom Negro and them, especially as you say that who maybe have one, as you say, that black skin, it is know them. It is know them because they will even support that. But I would say some spiritual because when you hear certain leaders, as we say, black leaders, as we say, quote unquote, prime minister, you know, in certain offices in the, let me say, in the parliament or in the government, you hear them talk. Yeah. If your health minister is a East Indian, he ain't saying nothing. If your health minister is a Chinese, he ain't saying nothing. But if
Right.
he's a black man, you will hear his voice, his opinion, and say, hey, not them. I'd rather give up this than you talking about, if we supporting them. So it's showing us some spiritual. Yeah.
Right. Right. No, man, some spiritual behind it because, and that's what the most I said it.
That's
Who
right.
said it? Because who is speaking? You hear the Mia Motley, black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The then Prime Minister Trinidad and Tobago, because he threw in the towel, he resigned. That was
right.
Rowley.
And
He and all
what name? Crowley.
Rowley,
No,
Keith
Rowley.
Rowley.
And then some
Yeah.
other Caribbean islands, the black
I
ones,
think
them
they've been,
didn't speak
yeah,
out.
yeah. Them stand to say if it means to say that we are like throwing that throw away that they say that multiple indefinite. The, X out the US as well. Yeah.
We can go whole heap other countries that does not require pass in visa.
Mm.
We can go to whole heap other country go work.
Yeah.
Even the same Panama.
Yeah.
We don't need
You
visa
try.
for go Panama, you know.
No, the whole of South America, we could travel the whole of South America.
Central and South America. And Mexico, we don't
Yeah.
need visa to go Mexico, you know.
No, you don't need that.
So maybe
Yeah.
when I'm here, we can put the pass over in Mexico and every problem now is the re-entry for them going back into US now. Who is to go back into US going need thing there. Passport.
No.
Re-entry
Yeah.
permit.
Yeah.
But if they use the border down there so they can go back in the
Yeah,
US.
no. Yeah, they go fly down Houston and come across.
Yeah man, it can work. You go Mexico. So all the brothers who can get visa,
Come
you
down
won't
in
need
come
a
down come
visa.
down in La Raza. Come down in La
Yeah,
Raza.
yeah, you just take out your passport and fly into Mexico. No visa needed.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have one is which European leader did tell him the other day saying say Donald Trump F off. What are they with
Yeah.
them? What are the white man
Maybe
hit them
French,
saying?
maybe French or one of them.
No, nothing I French. French, you're not gonna tell him that.
Mm.
Um I think I'm from one of them old Soviet black country there.
Okay.
All right, Greenland Prime Minister.
Greenland, yeah, Greenland.
I think I was a Greenland prime leader, I know. Tell him said Donald Trump F off.
Mm.
But like they say in the world, watch him, don't watch him talk, watch him action.
Mm.
But this is what him trying to put on the Caribbean. It's not a joke thing. All right, we'll read the article still. Pick out some parts and read it. The leaders of several Caribbean governments being targeted under a proposed U.S. travel ban. See what the article says proposed, so there's no list with you. Nobody never said there's a list.
Mm.
Say they have received no formal notification from the Trump administration that their nation is among dozens of countries whose nationals could be shut out of the United States. The Miami Herald was first to confirm that along with Cuba and Venezuela, which would be the hit with an absolute ban on their nationals entering the US. Haiti and some other Caribbean countries would also face restrictions on their nationals traveling to the US. The following day, the New York Times named 43 countries under consideration. So the list when sent out to the 43 countries, them said that is under consideration. And which the 3 tiers each would fall under in the plan being crafted by Trump advisor Stephen Mill. The proposal would severely restrict access to the United States, including for high-ranking government officials, and has caught many Caribbean nationals by surprise. Well, what Jamaica has done since Trump show him hand and show says a bad man, the Jamaican ambassador to the US was a like a dainty female, Audrey Marks. They remove her and give her, give her work at home. And they put an ex-military man as an ambassador up there.
Yeah.
then give a man to go rub shoulder with. The right thing them do. That one. He's a white man, then give him to.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, then give one ex-military man from Jamaica here to be the ambassador. So that man now, Trump can't go and talk down to him as him don't want to talk down to a black woman, Trump go on like a black woman, So, our plus them know that the Caribbean, the politics in the Caribbean has matured. It's not a pushover thing again. So we might not have the military might, but with the right in the backyard. If the whole Caribbean open up, then gate, America collapse, The entire Caribbean open the gate and say, tell him just start sponsoring all of them citizens and say, no, go on America. They collapse.
It's a lot,
I remember once, we were supposed to get to an IMF deal, and they were holding on to it. Pressure in Jamaica. Until but Jamaica always sign IMF deal and back out until the minister have to tell them, well, if you want Jamaica crash and burn, go ahead, make it crash and burn. It's up to you if you want 1 million Jamaicans running around in America. They said, no, we can't deal with that one. They better we deal with you over there. And they signed the IMF deal. Can you imagine? You have to threaten them and say, all right, here, I'm going to let people empower, if you push and make our economy damage, we're going to let people over there for you. We just start sponsor them. And then come in the country. It becomes sure ICE can't manage everybody. You can never manage everybody. So they have to use some amount of diplomacy. So they never try with Mexico, them send what you call it again? Warship. And they send a warship in the region near Mexico. They not fire no shot from that pandemic over there.
You see, as you say, when the tussling with the old self, like how the Canada minister and them talking to them now, telling them that we will cut out some electricity up on the north side. You cut power in this part, you cut power in that part. They say that and the talk bold too now, especially when they're dealing with themselves. Saying only one person, they have no beef with the American citizen, but only one person, and that person is and call out the president name. That white beef. This is the person who we are that beef with, and you feel sorry. You telling me all of this after all that speech, and you still going and doing it. I tell, but you feel sorry, you ain't sorry. You ain't sorry a bit. If you have beef with that one beast, what you supposed to do? Take it up with him. Take it up
Yeah,
with him.
yeah,
But it goes to show this is who these again these people are. They don't care. They say I have a beef with you, but they have a beef with the whole nation. That's why we always tell brothers, hey, don't think that the enemy love you. The enemy love you a bit, not one bit, not even a not even a because they would always choose the own over you. Always choose the own over you. Yeah,
yeah.
even these and them. Mm,
All right. Let me touch some scriptures.
mm,
Revelation 18:4-6. You know, they want to pressure the Cuban. I wonder if they know who the Cubans are.
mm.
Mm.
That why the pressure in the whole Caribbean. Remember again, Psalm 83 speak about this. They say they are confederate against thee. Yeah, the sit down together. This already talk about why it is now, as you say, you will come direct to the Caribbean now and start to choose out, certain places in the Caribbean. Because now again, that our bullies.
Yeah,
They know that.
yeah.
The heads know that. They know that. They ain't gonna just choose this one. And again, it's so that why I say it's so spiritual that the Lord doing something now and He's showing we as a people the reason why we should really zone in and lock in, because the Lord is going to he going that whip when He stretch it out on we, everybody go fall in line. Everyone, all them three and them go fall in line. Yeah, yeah. Everybody go fall in line. Yeah,
You mean in the Caribbean here?
yeah. The whole 12 tribes will fall in line when that would stretch out.
Oh,
When
oh,
that
oh,
would
oh,
stretch out.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Because they know. So when we looking at, we say like how we say, hey, look Cuba, we as we say brothers and sisters in the truth already know, hey, that yasa, as we say, a name given by our oppressor. We know that I'm understanding that we brother in the corner there, that we brother son who inherit the, as we say, the inheritance of your father. So it's like, hey, it's like an uncle towards him, but again, it's still brothers, it's family. Yeah, still family. But it is family. This is who we are. These people from this bloodline. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
You know, the first time people have a way to say, you smell the blood.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
see, blood thicker than water. Blood
yes,
thicker
man.
than water. Yeah. So that we blood, that we same with. Manessa is family. That we is. Yeah.
Well, and this man, regardless of people want to do that, him shake up the world for this short of time. How much months now in not even in the 3 months yet?
Mm.
Him
Yeah.
shake up the world, 2 months. He gone 2 months and
Mm.
come some days. You hear
That
them,
the way out. Mm.
all the major news
Mm.
saying how him transform the world already. Well, transform in terms of got people
Mm.
talking and moving and
Yeah.
getting people jittery.
Yeah.
Shake up the world already.
Mm.
But well, see, Putin agreed to 30 days to this agree to the ceasefire. Something what Joe Biden couldn't do.
But he not agree to nothing. I know see that article say he not agree to nothing.
No, in principle, him agree in principle. So I'm officially saying now, okay, I agree in principle. Let's talk and work out the fine details as to when it starts, what it entails, and so on. So in principle, there is an agreement. Now, I'm not giving no props or anything. I'm just saying his arrogance has got some people moving. But that same arrogance going to push him over the edge.
But so lucky for me. Just the other day, I see a little thing, as we say, over the news, where Becky, one of them, Becky now, come on the news and she have a book called, I don't say Becky now, but as you say, one of them bees, one of them white woman, and saying that, she Russia thing, well, and she have a book called Putin's Playbook. She sit down it's so and do a whole book and study this man. Say this man not going to give it to nothing. He not going to give it to nothing. So imagine she sit down and she watch she all ins and out. And again, this is the people. Say he go play the game and but that he not giving into that. The chances that he giving into that is real slim. Out of 199.9, the 1%, he not giving into that. You play the game. He just playing the game. Yeah, because again, remember, now they know the people. Yeah, they know who they are.
Well, maybe after him leave office or maybe or before, you're going to hear the largest transfer of wealth from the poor and middle class to the rich in America. You think going to allow you think they're going to allow if the economy should if they're going to recession? Remember now America have some corporations when they say too big to fail. But if those corporations, if the banking institutions over there start collapsing, then you're going to see something terrible. That was what happened in the Great Recession back in the days. There are banks that collapse. They're not going to allow the banks to collapse now. So what they're going to do? Throw the poor and middle class under the bus. Blacks first. Yeah, man. They want to throw blacks. They don't see the shape up. Or you think them remove? They remove all them teaching from the school about slavery. Remove blacks out of certain jobs and something. All them things are what about fight against the immigrants and so. It's blacks and poor whites number one do back those jobs. So they are setting the stage now. So you can get a job in big government again. And a matter of fact, you're not going to be able to enroll in university because a lot of them universities soon start folding. Then cut all the support when they used to go to them. A lot of them soon start folding. So most people now will get access to education again. The long-term effect of what he is gearing up to do is going to hit harder. What is happening now is just talking, and people getting scared. Some people lose their job, but a lot of them find back some job. But long-term effect is going to be more dangerous. Yeah.
It's a lot. Now go ahead, when you finish, I'll come in after.
I'm finished, man. I heal. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, and as he say all yeah, and correct the way saying all them they right now they're talking, so they just being sarcastic. I using the words. They just being sarcastic in the words. So now all what they're saying is a set of lies because now again they already understand, within their mind, but again, because of pride, and just like the Lord say, that, the same purpose, that he raised up Pharaoh so that he could demonstrate the power in the earth. This is what happening. He raising them up and he pumping them up in the right spirit. So now again, all who saying only they're in the right spirit. I'll let it continue. Because now this is how you're going to get this, as you say, or retain rulership. Let it do what I have to do. What we have to do, we have to do, we have to do. We have to, as you say, remind brothers and sisters, just like we do it right now, and tell them, hey, this beast destined, as you say, for dread the south. You don't want to be part of the south. You want to, as you say, hold your corner and ask the Most High God, to preserve you right now. Otherwise, you fall in that dust out, it kill. Eh, mhm,
All right. Revelation 18, verse 4. And I heard another
mhm,
voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be
mhm,
not partakers of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So this is a
mhm,
call for us to, that which is why what I'm saying,
mhm.
these things that's happening, it look cruel to us, but it's the most I doing the severance, It's
That's
just the
right.
severance, right? The separation
Mhm,
that he's telling us to do. Verse 5.
mhm,
For our sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered our iniquities. Like when animal stink up a place until it
mhm,
reach, you can't take it no more.
mhm,
Yeah, man, stench. This is
mhm.
how the sins of Babylon reach to the Most High God, right?
Really.
And he says, reward her even as she reward you, and
Mhm,
double unto her according to her works. The cup which she hath filled, fill her double. So
mhm.
he may get that double portion away my dish out. So make him
That's right.
continue doing that.
That's
All
right.
right. And him, they are talking about the Cubans. The salvation is there for the Cubans.
Yeah, sure. Really.
Revelation
Yeah, I
7.
did. Mhm,
Perhaps him don't know that.
mhm, mhm.
And him have
There's
peer
nothing.
hypocrites around him. Peer liars
Mhm, mhm.
advising him.
Yeah. Mhm.
So those
I,
of the
I,
people,
I, yes,
Salakis,
like go ahead. No, no, you go ahead, I'm coming after.
right? So
Like,
those of the people who the Most High plan to seal in Revelation.
mm,
Manasseh, who are the Cubans, is one of them.
mm-hmm,
Asher,
mm-hmm,
out of Asher, were sealed
mm,
12,000. Of the tribe of Nephthalim, were sealed
mm,
12,000. And all these are northern kingdom from the countries that were the people that were already around here before they came here. Asher,
mm-hmm.
Nephthalim, and the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. So salvation is there for the Cubans.
Down the south, where is it? Down the south, I had it. Mm,
Same, and if we drop down to, let me find it. Drop down to what? 13. So the Most High plan to seal these people, seal his people with his laws.
mm,
All right. And in verse 16, same Revelation 7 and 16, it
mm,
says, they shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. So good things is in store for the Cubans. But who good things is not in store for? If we go to
mm,
Isaiah 14, You see who the good thing is not in store for. Isaiah 14. I would go down to 21. Right? This is because their sins have reached unto heaven. You know who don't have any future. Let's switch it. Here it is. Isaiah 14 and 21. What the most I call him for. The scripture. This is not my words. This is the word of the Bible. So if you have a problem with what the Bible said, I'm going to take it up with God. Yeah, take it up with me. The Babylon and the remnants of Babylon, and said in Isaiah, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their father, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. This is how disgust God get of them. You can't tell me in America, normally, you and a man have a beef and the man dead. What you do? Him dead, you done, don't? Isn't that so? Well, look what they're doing now in the Arlington Cemetery. Down to the dead. You're not satisfied. still have a beef with the dead. So no, man, I don't want not even a record to be seen. How can you appease this man? Blacks in America has never tried to overthrow the government. We here in Jamaica, in Trinidad, the blacks have never tried. What happened in Trinidad a couple of years ago, that was the Muslims. Right? But we have never tried to overthrow the government. So what I'm saying, the rebellion was never an attack on the state. It was just a pushback by the people saying, be fair with us. That's all the people asking for. Ask that you be fair. You can't be fair. Right. So it's because you can't be fair with the Most High's people, he's going to just take you out. And so farmer put it to your children. Right?
That's right. That got closing remark there for them. That good closing remark. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers. That direct. That straight home. That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world, of the world with cities.
Your cities.
That go close. Let me remark you get believe me that as you say, take that and go, and if you have a question and answer, if you have a question on it, come and ask it. And we'll give a breakdown on it. And we'll let you know. Just like when, as you say, you come on the streets and balling that over, that wasn't that wasn't me. That was before fathers before. Then we would tell the people, you sure you want to know this? You sure? You sure? All right, no problem. Read what it say. And for who? So who you are? You is the children of them.
Exactly.
You is the children of all of our oppressors. Yes. This is why I said this heavy. Better take that. Mind that. Because now we pay for what? The sins of who? Of our forefathers. The scriptures say, neither they nor their fathers have known. I'm talking about, as you say, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They walk after the Lord. We come up after, and we started, as you say, we started play man as children. What we will do, what happen? Play faith. What we doing now? We paying for, as you say, things that Benjamin do in the past, things that Judah, Ephraim, Manasseh do in the past. Paying for that. Now it's time for you, as you say, Mr. Who? Mr. Wiseman, or I would say the devil that the Bible speaks of, Mr. Oppressor. Don't
Mr.
feel
Speak
eh,
off.
don't feel, as you say, the East Indian and the Chinese, all right there too. As you say, them dusty South African and them, all that nice thing they're talking about, bigging up, trying to big up this African who trying to make it look like, all the time coming, all they had a hand in this oppression, all they have all the time. This is why it is something that it would be, it prepare, right? So, die meaning. So, I mean,
Yeah, man. So they think that they are going to hammer the Cubans into the dust.
mm,
The Cubans who are going to get hammered into the dust is you, the oppressor. Yeah.
that's right.
You are in heaven now.
Right. Mhm.
Just remember that you coming down out of heaven is as fast as lightning. It's the same like how Putin got the original as fear you ever drop out of heaven.
Oh, was.
Yes. The scripture says, prepare slaughter for his children. You shall come down as fast as those bombs that Putin met, the original. So then come down like
Yeah,
lightning.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
that is how the
Mm,
scripture describe your fall
mm,
from heaven,
mm,
Mr. Lucifer. Right? The heavenly
mm.
kingdom that you are in now. You're coming down as
It's like,
Orishnik
you,
Messiah.
you see the clip on the Commander General show last night, which my man bring out. You see the clip
Which
with the
one?
tornado, with the tornado.
Yeah, yeah. Through the door.
You feel it's like, and I really watch that good. It's like the movies.
That don't,
It's like
that don't look like
yeah.
Salaki. That don't look like nothing that you should be out there facing.
Hey, that look like the Reaper. You
Right.
see, like when I say, make sure ya blood on them doorposts. As you say, the
Mm-hmm.
Reaper pass it. When you sit down and you pull me on that, you're like, nah, you don't even want to, as you say, step, keep your backside inside. You say, keep your black ass inside, keep it inside.
Yeah, man.
No, yeah,
By the way, you
Lord.
know you see some pictures to about the same tornado. It flipped. You know them school bus, the American school bus. You know that they are tough and heavy.
Hmm.
If they break down the road, I can't push them. Too heavy them be.
No, no, now the finger of the Lord,
The tornado
the
push
Lord
it.
in the storm.
Tornado throw it over on the side.
Now the storm of the Lord. Hmm.
Man. And them big trailer. Turn over some trailer. Put them on the side.
So that's it. I think it's the time they say, make them afraid with thy tempest.
Yeah.
Cause them,
Some of them like a
cause
whirlwind.
them, uh, uh,
So,
storm, Lord, storm.
right.
Uh,
So the punishment that he's going to exert on the oppressor for what all the atrocities that are done against the Most High people. If
mm-hmm.
right there in Babylon, he's going to put it.
That's right.
You think it's
That's
just by
right.
chance? Just the other day, you have half the country burning down, and the next half snowstorm,
Mhm.
and then the same part where they burn down, flood out,
Mhm.
landslide. So the water came
Mhm.
after the fire. And what is it in them now? Snow.
Mhm. Mhm.
Disaster after disaster.
Mhm.
And you still don't see it fit to get on your knees and beg the Most High for mercy. Still want to make
He
wars
had
and
that heart when he done with that heart, as they say, bring it to shrivels or rubbles. Yeah, if you remember Christ, he said, not one stone will be left unturned. All them nice cities and thing, all them building thing, he said, not one stone will be left unturned. Bring it to rubbles.
yeah, man.
Rubbles.
Him gone to make war in the right place now, right up there in the north, in the Middle East.
Mm, mm,
That is where World War III is going to culminate.
that's
So
right.
he's at the right place. And it's some poor
Mm,
nation the most I use. You think is Russia going so much going to bring him down? The poor nation going to bring him down. Hell from beneath has come up to meet thee. Russia not
mm,
in hell. You know who is in
mm,
hell? The
mm,
Houthis,
mm,
Iran, Hamas, Hezbollah, all them countries there so. Them little set there. They are in hell. They are not rich nation.
mm.
Yeah, so look poor nation the most I use bring him down. Put him to his knees and then kick him over.
Right.
You ever see when the bully a try to take on a little man and little man just punch the bully right in
Yeah,
the direction, boof on the belly bottom, because
yeah,
that is where
that, that, that is it. That is it. You. Mm.
all right, I think the time is up
Alright,
on
don't know. Alright,
so any closing remarks?
alright. So again, brothers and sisters, you know, like, share, subscribe to the page, right? The conflict zone. We always in a conflict. Long as you're black, Latino, Native Indian, as you say, out of these, these 12 tribes, these brothers and them, we in conflict with the world right now. The world hate us. Our king said this, know this, the first hating, the first hating. So we following after the footsteps of the king. Know this place will they hate us because we want to speak the truth, right? And that, as I said, this will always be, the place to be, and the title, or as you say, the name of the show is on point. A zone where conflict would be brought to the forefront, our brothers and sisters, please. And let them know, hey, we are all in a conflict daily, right? And time for us to give ourselves right, time for us to to come back to these instructions, right? Again, April 12th, Atlanta, Georgia, place to be. That is me. Shalom.
Right. So just find the information. I don't have the thing there.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yes,
venue the
QR
venue
code.
the venue start
Mm.
to advertise it.
Ah, I gotta check them intros on them.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember seeing the here in the venue, but it it, it
Yeah.
it's set, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because of we have to start move. a little more diplomatic, because of what happened last year. So the most we can tell you that it is Atlanta, Georgia. Closer to the event, we'll have it with the venue.
That's right. That's right.
So I think it's at some big hotel places there. So Atlanta is the next city, the black city that we are going to have the Passover next. So until then, the next episode, there's a lot more that we could have said and should have said, but it's just 1 hour. And by next week, don't worry yourself, man. Trump will give you something else to talk about. By next week, you're gonna hear him with something else. Yeah. So until then, we say shalom. Yabashim Yashabrakata.
Yabashim Yashabrakata.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my house. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom be busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
take me as I do.